Hi, uh, friends. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you'll be watching me from. All right. I just woke up this morning and I developed a burden to share with you guys. I developed this burden to share what I've been pondering, you know, for some days now. And what is that? It's just why you need to buy real estate now. Why you need to buy real estate now. You know, this has really given me concern that a lot of us here want to make the same mistake our parents made. You know, some of us want to make that same mistake. Our parents, I believe in their time, people were still telling them how to buy land, how to buy property somewhere. So a lot of them have money that time. Some of them, I believe a lot of them have money, but either they were afraid, or they were procrastinating, or they were just indecisive, just nonchalant about it. And today, a lot of them are out there, don't even have a retirement home. Some are even still now dependent on us. You know, when their mates were busy buying in cities. I mean, then supposedly was village those days, bush those days. But a lot of all those places now are all city centers in the states, in the counties, in the countries, wherever they were at the moment. So, and I think a lot of us also still want to make that same mistake our parents made, where at the end, in our old age, we now have to come depending on our children to be able to fend for us. Yeah, I know it may be right, but what if your children are not capable, are not ready? So it becomes a double burden for them, taking care of their own family and also taking care of you. So I want to encourage us not to make that same mistake our parents made. Let's not make that same mistake our parents made, whereby seeing opportunities, people telling them to buy land, buy property somewhere, and they are walking past it. So I want to encourage you today. I'm just going to be coming here because I'm having this burden, strong burden in my mind. I'm going to just be coming here, you know, every other day to charge us, to encourage us, to educate us, to be able to start thinking about investing in property. And why do you need to buy real estate now? Because number one, the most important thing you should know that real estate is continuously increasing in value. Real estate is continuously appreciating in value, no matter where you buy it. Can you imagine some of us in some of our villages, lands there are in millions right now. Buying land in our villages are all in millions right now. But in those days, maybe probably 5 years ago, in my own village, probably 5 years ago, you can still get a plot of land there for 300,000 naira. But now, if you don't have up to 5 million, 10 million, you can't even get a plot of land in my village. I'm not talking about the city, in my village. And our parents, a lot of them were having this opportunity when they were even in city centers in the 70s, in the 60s, in the 50s. And a few other parents are all the skyscrapers, all the city centers, like let me say Victoria Island, Ikoyi, Maitama, all those places or that the lands there now are even in billions. There were all people that bought them, and probably they have resold it multiple times. I mean, it has moved from one hand to the other. So I want to encourage us for us not to make that mistake. So it's a burden in my heart that we want to follow. Some of us want to still follow that trend of our parents. So why do you need to? As I said, number one, real estate is continuously appreciating. So just look for a piece of land somewhere. That place you think there is a bush or is a village right now. In years to come, that place may become the city center. It may become the city center of your town or your village. So why don't you buy land somewhere now? Possibly maybe be farming on it. Or if you can give it to some aged people in your village to be farming on it while you do your document. Of course, even in the village, ensure you do your document, do your survey, if possible, do your corner piece, fencing, and just leave it there. So it's very important that we don't repeat this same mistake some of our parents, where there are some of them, you don't even have a plot and not a piece of a half plot of land somewhere to be able to pass on to us. So let's not make that same mistake that our parents make. So go buy land, just buy it somewhere. Just go buy property, buy it somewhere. Go buy property and buy it somewhere. Buy it and buy it somewhere. Option. So another reason why you must definitely buy land is that build long-term wealth and equity. Land, property. It may be house. If you can afford buying a house right now, is also good, but it builds long-term wealth and equity. Your generation will be able to thank you for it. Just one piece of land you bought somewhere, and bet you it can become a generational, it can change the wealth status, the wealth of your generation. It can change it because that land there, if live long enough, you'll be shocked or you'll be surprised. Your children may even come, either build on it, they will stay, transfer it to their own children, their children will transfer it to their own children, and so on and so forth. So it builds long-term wealth and equity. Real estate is one of the easiest ways to build generational wealth. It's one of the easiest to build generational wealth. So I want to encourage you, you that's watching this thing or going to be watching this thing, don't make that mistake that your parents did or your grandparents did or your uncles or your aunties did. Don't make that mistake. So buy it somewhere. Buy it in your village, buy it in your town, buy it in your city. Just buy somewhere. Another reason is that real estate is a hedge against inflation. How much is your savings account? Have you checked how much does your savings account pay you as interest? Most commercial banks, especially in Nigeria, they pay below 5% annually. Below 5%. That's what most banks pay. So that 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, you're living in your bank account thinking that it's safe. You are at the end of it or at the end of the year, you earn less than 5%, which even inflation will eat over because we have average inflation of between 23 to about 28% annually. So inflation alone will eat up the 5%. Charges, what about the charges? They will eat up even the 5%. But that 1 million you used to, 2 million, 3 million you used probably to buy land even in your village. I bet you after 1 year and have an average of minimum of 10% annual increase. After 1 year, you want to even still resell even that land in your village. You'll be shocked how much you can be able to sell it. So he hedge against inflation, real estate. So I want to encourage you to buy and buy it somewhere. Buy land and buy it somewhere. Buy land and buy it somewhere. Of course, rental income opportunity. If you be able to, maybe after buying, then in years to come you build apartments there, wherever you are in the world. It's all the same thing. It gives you rental income opportunity. Especially you can tell when you will retire. This alone can be able to take care of you until death, and your children will also inherit it, and through they will be praying for you, praying even for your picture. Your children will be looking at your picture and be blessing you even in your grave. Because the rental income they are probably earning from your property, from the land or the apartment you build. So it gives you that which can take care of you comfortably in your old age. So you can buy and build on it. Maybe you can buy even this year, even if it's going to take you the next 10 years to save and build on it. It's worth it. So don't do yourself this disservice. Don't do your generation this disservice of not buying or owning a land somewhere. Please, I beg you, don't do your generation this disservice. Change the status of your generation. Your children. Yes, you may not, decide where you come from. I mean, the family you come from, who gave birth to you. You don't have that choice. But you have the choice to be able to change the family on the trajectory or the wealth status of the people that come after you. Your own children. Your own children. So you may decide that you came from a very poor family and maybe you did not even inherit even half plot from your father. You now can decide today to buy one plot somewhere, even if it's in your village, so that you can be able to change the financial your financial status or your own generation. That is the children that will come from your own loins. You can change that. Do you know a property you buy even before? Maybe let me say you buy a property once, today, as you give birth, and even leave that property before your first child will even enter university, and you sell that plot of land. You can use that to train the person in the university, maybe in any part of the country or world, just from that land you bought maybe 16 years, 20 years ago. So, as I said, another point is that rental income opportunities is there that can take care of you at your old age. And of course, limited land availability. Land is not growing, it doesn't grow. But human beings are growing. Nigeria now is over 230 million population. It's estimated by 2050, Nigeria may reach almost 500 million people. These people are going to be looking for land to buy, looking for houses to stay. So land is not growing, but the population is growing. So that's why you need to be able to secure one somewhere so that you can position yourself for that future growth. You can position yourself for that future and generational wealth. Of course. And finally, for today, it gives you peace of mind and security. Knowing just like you bought land, you have a land somewhere, or you have property somewhere. I am telling you, you're going to age peacefully. You're going to age gracefully. So, my friends, I just say, let me just share this burden I have that I just woke up this morning and the burden I say people are just passing. This is not usual coming to whine you to be able to, to say something. It's just a burden, what I have seen. When I move around, maybe go see some old people, still doing some menial jobs, even hopping, pushing wheelbarrow, it breaks my heart. I say these are maybe some people that all heard about opportunity, possibly investing in real estate those days when they were much younger, and some of them had the money, but then they just walk past it or they just took it like a joke. So please, let's not make that same mistake. I want to encourage you not to make that same mistake. So if you want to take the next step further, please send me a DM and let's talk about it. I can get you something, maybe even in your state. Even if you don't want to buy in the more expensive state like in Nigeria, like Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt and some of them, maybe in your state, can be able to get you something there. And even possibly get you something you might be able to do a payment plan, and pay instrumentally and own something. So send me a DM today and and make that decision to stay. So until I come your way again, so stay positive, stay motivated, and take that decision today. So bye. I'll see you next time. I'm going to be coming here to be able to be sharing us nuggets on how you can be able to secure your generational wealth, especially through real estate. So I'm your friend again, and the Chooks, aka the Gentle Eagles. See you next time.